Hey guys, and welcome back to a mod showcase that I have in fact done before, but I will admit that I did it badly. Very badly. In fact, I don't think I gave this mod the kind of credit it deserves because it's a bit more elaborate and I left a lot of stuff out. Like, I only did like, what, 2 biomes and there's like 6. Like, consider that an injustice on my part right there, but I have come back with a second attempt at doing this with a pretty swank outfit, I might admit. And you know, hopefully I do it better this time. So just to set the scene a second though, Ricky has invited a bunch of friends over, and I was using his house at the same time. They're currently playing a pretty riveting game of poker, as you can tell. It appears that Paco is winning. I can't really tell that well. But, yeah. This is the Forbidden Lands mod by, his name on the forums is Mr. Computer Ghost. And this is his entry for Modjam 3. I think that's like, from what I've heard, that's a mod competition that's like, you know, you have like a allotted amount of time. I think it's about 72 hours, I forget, how long it is, but you have like a certain amount of time to make a mod, and then enter it into a certain website, and whoever makes the best one, which is, you know, sadly this position is typically held by, like, you know, main modders like iChun and stuff like that, but whoever has the best mod basically wins. And I keep landing on those. So, you know, done with the explanations, let's just get on with the mod review, because, like, you know, I honestly couldn't live with the injustice that I did as soon as I looked this mod back up. I couldn't live with it. I had to fix what I had done. God damn it, okay. Those are gonna piss me off later, okay. So, just to start with these, since they've been bothering me this whole time, this is the thorn bush, and it only occurs in the thorn forest biome, which I think is one of the only biomes in this episode that I have failed to find. It's pretty much just, well, I'll explain what the thorn forest looks like later as a compensation for not being able to find it. These, I'm not sure where they appear, but they are called, what is it? It's like a, let me see here. Deadly sharp thorns, and when you step on them, you get thrown back Zelda style, like, you know, in A Link to the Past, whenever you land on something that you weren't supposed to land on, like, you fly back, like, 20 feet, and, like, you know, it hurt you and that kind of thing. It's kind of like that. Anyways, this, just to get this out of the way, since it doesn't have a texture, is dead grass, and I think he's working on it for a, like, you know, a biome-specific grass instead of, you know, just having grass a different color, which is perfectly fine, because this mod is, it's a heavy work in progress, but I gotta admit, what he has so far is pretty impressive. There's a bit of a qualm I have with the Enchanted Forest biome, and I'll talk about that in just a second. But yeah, okay. So these three blocks right here occur in the same biome, and this is I believe this is the Death Leaves. I didn't call them dark this time. It's Death Leaves, Death Log, and Death Planks. These occur all in the Forbidden Lands biome, which I think that this mod gets its name for. Yeah, and also excuse me if I sound even more nasally than usual, because I have a very stuffed up nose today. Yeah, okay. So, onto this, actually. This is the corrupted barks, I believe it's called. I believe if you put this in a furnace, let me check on that really fast. There we go. If you put this in a furnace, you can get... Oh, you can get a lot of things. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, I'm retarded. You can use it as fuel, I guess. That's kind of weird. If you smelt a death log, you get corrupted barks, I guess. I'm not really sure what it's used for exactly. I've been told that I read on the forums that if you smelt it down, then you get, these items right here, the purified bark chunk and the purified bark. But it appears that perhaps I was misled. I will try it in just a moment. But until then, I'm gonna keep this on me. Okay, so moving on. I believe this is the this is the enchanted logs and enchanted planks, and yeah, these occur in the biome that's just outside here that Ricky's house is actually located in. I ought to, like, try not to disturb their game or anything like that, because, that'd probably be bad. Oh my god. Stop. Just stop it. I'm just trying to walk over to the shelves, and what do? You spike me. So yeah, it's to be noted that a lot of this texture right here, I don't think this is the actual texture, because it looks kind of like It looks kind of like half of a redstone trail, so I'm going to assume it's either like a texture conflict, or perhaps it's just like it's an incomplete texture. And excuse me for my, you know, my vibrating camera view, because, I have, like, this leg thing that I'm sure a lot of people get when they get, like, really bored, that, like, you know when your leg shakes? Like, when you have it seated on, like, a certain angle. Yeah, so, like, you know, I have that arm sitting on that, I have, like, my arm that holds the mouse sitting on that leg, so it causes my camera to jerk around. Anyways, onto the more important part of this mod that I believe will have further implementation later, and that is the paradox items. I think later he's planning to implement a creature called Paradox that you can kill and get this stuff from, as far as I know. It said that, like, one of the planned features is Paradox. I don't believe he explained, but I'm pretty sure that you know, Paradox is a monster of some sort. So you get this. So for right now, anyway, you get this Paradox dust from dungeons, and when you smelt it, you get this Paradox shard. When you smelt it again, you get this Paradox crystal. Short and sweet and all that. And I believe that this. I don't think this has a crafting recipe yet, does it? Oh, it does. Yeah. Okay. This is the Paradox rocket, and the rider as well. Well, you know, it requires a rider to use to make, because you actually, like, this thing does something really freaking cool that I'll explain later. So you need three like wood logs, a rider, and 3 string to make this. And it's notable that the rider requires a saddle and a lead to make, and you get 4 of them. Now this thing is pretty amazing, but I will save that for a later moment when I'm outside. Okay, so this is. Really? You know what? Yeah. That's right. Get murdered by your thornbush friend. Anyways, this is the rider, and it does something pretty interesting that I will also explain later, but, for right now, actually, I can probably just explain it now and then show you later. It has 2 modes. It's got the ride mode, which allows you to ride other things, and the stack mode, which allows you to put it, like, I think you just put it on your head, and the more you click, like, the higher the stack you have. I'm going to test it on, like, on the cows outside, actually, which is why you hear so much mooing. Actually, it's not why, but it's beneficial to the fact that you hear a lot of mooing. Excuse me. I honestly hate to inhale like that during recording. It's really gross, I think. Anyways, what these paradox crystals are used for is the making of the paradox sword and the paradox pickaxe, which are both a lot better than diamond. The paradox sword is, you know, it's pretty OP, I will say. It has 8.5 attack damage, which is 1.5 points better than a diamond sword. And just to show you how OP this is, this pickaxe almost hits as much as a diamond sword does. So I gotta say, finding these items in the dungeons is rather worth it. I'm not really sure if they. Well, actually, the characteristics of the paradox items is that they are really durable, really powerful, and highly enchantable. Clearly, I don't have the enchanting, you know, ability. I don't have enough levels for that. So let me just I didn't want to do that. That's not something that I wanted to give myself. Just let me give myself a few levels here. Alright, that'll do. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. And they are highly enchantable, apparently. So I think if I only click on this 4, I'll get, well, Unbreaking 2. So I guess that's better than what you could get with, like, you know, usuals. Like Efficiency 2, I don't think you can get 2s when it comes to that. So yeah, that's sort of the characteristic of these. I will be using these throughout the episode. Because we're going to walk to a few biomes. Well, I'll probably cut out the walking unless something interesting happens on the way. Or I could just teleport using these waypoints that I set around. I set around like a number of waypoints. You can probably see them all around, actually. If they're in any way distracting, then I'll try to use something else to mark the areas in the next mod showcase. I'm sorry. I keep walking on your table while you're trying to play poker. I really apologize. I hope you don't mind, Ricky. I mean, you know, ever since you got fired from being mayor, life's been tough for you, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it certainly has. So, I think that's about it for the items. Wait. Maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Wait. Yep, that's about it. So, that's about it for the items in general. Oh, and also I gotta show you guys my favorite painting. This is my favorite painting by Staccasso Cubic III, and it's called Guy on an Invisible Unicycle. Just stare at it. Marvel in its beauty. Anyways, now that we're done marveling in the beauty of that painting, I'd like to show you the biomes. So right outside here is the Enchanted Forest biome, and it is notable that there are just a shit ton of cows everywhere. Like, why are there so many cows? Oh my god! Like, I was flying over this place, and I was just like, what the fuck? So much beef, right? But, yeah, as you can see, I can just sort of left-click the cow, and it'll go on top of my head. I don't really know if I can stack multiple ones. I really wish I could, but I don't think I can. Yeah, no, I think I can only stack one, which is a bit disappointing. Maybe he'll fix that. Because I did, in fact, want to stack cows on my head and suffocate them inside of a mushroom. Anyways, I'm sure I'm getting some pretty bad visual lag from all of this, and, yeah, actually, I ought to move on. So, I'm gonna go to what is the next closest, I believe that is the wasteland biome. And while it's not particularly interesting, it's still a biome that needs to be showcased simply because, well, you know, it's a biome, and this is a biome mod, yo. So, before I get there, the notable features of the wasteland biome are that there is no grass. That's actually pretty much about it. It's more like a plains biome that doesn't have any grass on it, but, one thing that he should consider fixing is making the dirt like a special kind of dirt that doesn't, you know, that doesn't spread. That doesn't have grass spread onto it, because I actually had to wall this off to make sure that it didn't become grassy over the time that I was building the mod showcase area. So yeah, this is the wasteland. It's particularly notable that there is still grass growing, and it can spread onto the wasteland and make it not a wasteland anymore. But yeah, I mean it's a wasteland. It's just a wasteland is really all it is. And I'm going to move on to a biome that's a bit more notable, like, you know, just for its like general qualities, is the graveyard biome, which I am currently running to. I'll probably just teleport to it. Graveyard biome, teleport to. There we go. This is the graveyard biome. It's sort of like a mushroom biome, but actually it pretty much is a mushroom biome with a bunch of tubes on it. And the first two layers of stone underneath the grass are well, they're cobblestone, actually, because I think that this place is supposed to be man-made, so it's supposed to seem kind of like this entire place was laid by a person, which was... It sounds pretty cool, actually. So, I'm wondering if there's anything inside of these graves, so I'm going to unearth them, which is, you know, a bit... It's a bit morbid, I guess. Maybe a cob. I'm not really sure what the kind of word I would choose for this is. But, yeah, there appears to be nothing inside of the graves, so, I mean, they're cool in aesthetic, though, I like them. But he might consider, like, wanting to make it so, like, there's a rare chance that, like, there could be, like, a chest under here, which would be really cool. Like, you know, just full of, like, a few minor treasures, like, maybe bones, some gold, maybe? You know, maybe, like, the occasional, like, tarnished weapon. Maybe you have to, like, go and fix it up or something. That'd be pretty cool. See, there is a notable, structure in this place called the tomb. Actually, excuse me. I am a little bit sick right now. And this is it. I'm pretty sure this is a tomb. I've also been told that there's a naturally spawning crypt that I wanted to find, but I couldn't, sadly. So, I'll leave that to you guys to find and be surprised about and stuff. And, if you break this, it's supposed to be a silverfish thing, but I broke it before. You'll find that there is a crap ton of paradox stuff in here. And also a bucket, and some bread, and a music disc. So if you ever want to make some music disc bread soup, perhaps, this is the place that you want to go, naturally. I really feel like there should probably be a few fewer, paradox dusts in here, as well as shards, because... You know, like, all you have to do is find a graveyard biome, and then you're set for the whole game, really. But, yeah, I mean, he ought to consider nerfing that a little bit, but still, it's a cool addition nonetheless, and I do enjoy the randomly generated structures. Ugh, man, I feel really gross, like, every time I do that, I'm sorry. Okay, so we've seen the tomb, graveyard biome, wasteland. Okay, now we're on to the Forbidden Lands, which is a pretty hostile place, might I say. Okay, so this biome boasts a number of pretty nice qualities that cannot be shown while on peaceful, which is why I kept this sword and pickaxe with me. As you can see here, witches and cave spiders tend to spawn around a lot around here. And I think it has something to do with these randomly generated well structures, perhaps. I'm not really sure if there's a spawner somewhere in here. I'm not really very inclined to check. I've also noticed that there's a large number of chickens in this forest. Not really sure why. Maybe they're death chickens, you know, like the kinds with like the mustache and the big eyebrows. Yeah, death chickens. Seems logical. Don't think that you're gonna fool me. You're deadly. So yeah, he's planning on implementing a few of his own mobs later. Frankly, seeing mods like this makes me makes me want to learn how to mod so that I can do some of my own stuff, because that'd be pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't really showcase my own mods unless, you know, someone would ask me to, but yeah. Anyways, I think it's about time that I showed off the Paradox rocket since we've seen everything. And by the way, the thorn forest looks a lot like this forest, but just with thorn bushes everywhere. Like, it's literally just this with a whole bunch of thorn bushes, but it's still a cool biome nonetheless. But if you want to see what it looks like, because, you know, I obviously can't give an accurate description, then you might want to go and download this mod for yourself to find out just how some of the other biomes look. Because I believe I've only showcased, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 6 biomes that he's added. So, I mean, if you want to find the other 2 and you want to know what they look like, then I'm going to leave it to you to find them. After all, you guys are expeditionaires too. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, you don't really have to be subscribed to us to be an expeditionaire, man. You don't have to be, but you'd be appreciated. Just like this chicken. This chicken is appreciated because I'm going to kill it. Anyways, I'd like to showcase the Paradox rocket now. It runs on arrows because it works kind of like a bow, but honestly, last time I showcased this, it like surprised the crap out of me. I was just like, holy shit, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life, and here it is. So you charge it back, you pull it back like a bow, and then when you fire, you kind of ride with the arrow, but it doesn't work all that well in survival mode, because you kind of shoot yourself. It's a bit buggy, and I hope he fixes that, but let me show you it in its full glory when it'll finally work in creative mode. Like, seriously, look at this. This is so cool, like, how he did it. Like, it places you wherever the arrow lands. And just to give you, like, an idea for just how much distance you can get, like, watch this. Of course, it also tries to suffocate you at any chance it gets, but hey, I mean, it's not exactly a perfect system yet. Come on. Give him some slack. Cut him some slack, man. And actually, you can keep firing it to keep going, so it's basically a method of flight as long as you have a steady supply of arrows. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna head back to Ricky's place. Yep, and I believe that's about the end of the mod showcase. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to lick or subscribe. I believe Jacob wants me to make that a thing, lick and subscribe. So I will do so, because I kind of like it too. So yeah, look and subscribe for more videos. Of course, you know, we're not really at the point where, you know, we'd be dependent on like, you know, viewer feedback, because we don't really have all that many viewers. So, I mean, you know, if you want to become a true expeditionaire today, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. And you can join the expedition to the ozone and all that. So, I am, well, you know, by gamer title, Steampunk Squid, or Alex in real life, and this is Ricky Nickelbottom, this is Paco, this is Sil, and this is Harold. Of course, you'll never see any of these guys ever again after this. Well, yeah, I am, god damn it, shut up. Yeah, well, anyway, despite those zombies ruining my outro that I've extended way too long as usual, once again, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.